All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol AAPL, Apple Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. And to all my subscribers, welcome back. So as we zoom out here, Apple has had a bearish run and now a slight recovery. It's maintaining itself above the 50-day moving average. So that's a good sign here for Apple, and this run may continue as long as the bulls continue the momentum and break through resistance levels. Now, one thing I'm noticing though is the 50-day moving average beforehand was breaking through it and keeping it below, right, as we could see. And every time Apple went ahead and broke through the 50-day moving average, it quickly fell, broke through it, quickly fell, broke through it, quickly fell. It broke through it. It was about to dip slightly and it picked back up. That's something I was talking about in my previous video, and I'm noticing that the bulls have actually managed to go ahead, have this one recover, and continue to work its way up above the 50-day moving average. So like I said, that's a good sign here. The bulls need to continue that momentum by breaking through resistance levels, and that pattern has been slightly broken, and we're going to see now if this is going to continue for tomorrow. Now, I do want to point out 138. If you're a first-time viewer and investor, very important number. 138.52, 138 and 40 cents, 138 and 50 cents, anywhere around that range, right? I'll get to specifics as we get closer to that number, but just to round it down, 138 is an important number for the bulls. They need to break through that. That's the highest valuation that Apple has been before the stock split and after the stock split. That is the highest this stock has reached, and after the stock split, it has been in a bearish run throughout that whole process, and it hit lows of 103, right? So from 103, there was a quick jump and broke through 50-day moving average. It hit highs here of about 112, and it quickly dipped again down to 104. And since 104, there has been a support there that has created this run for the bulls to continue to work their way up, leveling off and jumping up. Now, let's go ahead and zoom in to see what is important for tomorrow. So this stock has actually maintained itself above the 50-day moving average, and where the bear slightly appeared to try to almost bring this down, the bulls appeared and quickly brought this up, leveling off. And quickly today, the bulls appeared again. They tried to use the resistance level as support to continue their run, and the bears quickly leveled them off, and it closed off at 116.92. So we're going to see here what our new resistance levels are and our new support levels for tomorrow. It's very important to keep in mind that the 50-day moving average is below us and that the bears are nowhere near it, and they're trying their best to get there. Now, this is the highest point before this leveling off here, and then the bulls reappearing and closing off at 116.92. But this resistance level up here at 118, super important number. The bulls really want to break through that number. If they can break through that, this will see newer highs and newer resistance levels. Now, before getting there, the bulls need to break through 117.74. Very important that the bulls break through that. If the bulls break through 117.74 and turn that into a support, the bulls could be on their way to newer highs, obviously then reach 118 and continue their run to hit new resistance levels and newer highs further away from the 50-day moving average in an upward direction. Now, our 50-day moving average is 115.65. As long as we're above it, bulls are in control. The moment we're below it, the bears are starting to gain control and leverage on this stock, right? So right now, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we are in bearish territory. We haven't been in bearish territory now for almost 2 days, and we're going to go on to the third day, full day, hopefully, that the bulls continue this run, because they have to break through 117.74. I want to emphasize that they have to. This is not let's hang out sideways and see what happens or slowly try to reach it. They have to, because this 50-day moving average is going to continue to work its way up closer to the stock price. Now 117.74 needs to be turned into a support so that Apple can continue its run. Now on the other hand, we have what the bears want, and the bears want to break through support. The lowest point in this bearish run and then leveling off was 115.89, and that is our support level. Super important, how I want to emphasize paying very close attention to the behavior of this stock if this support level gets broken through. Well, the reason why it's important to pay very close attention to this support level and the behavior of the stock throughout the day is because there's a very small window from 115.89 being the support and the 50-day moving average being 115.65 of uncertainty. In that small window, anything can happen. The bears can also tear through the 50-day moving average and get into bearish territory, or the bulls can quickly reappear and keep this in bullish territory by bringing it back up. Now, if the bulls do that, that's great. They did a recovery. They're still in bullish territory, but they still have to break through 117.71 to continue the momentum and their run to pull themselves further away from the 50-day moving average. Now, on the other hand, if 115.89 does get broken through and the bears quickly start to bring this down to newer lows, then the next support level would be slightly below the 50-day moving average, and that is 115.49. I'd keep a very close eye on, like I said, how this stock is behaving if 115.89 gets broken through, because it can quickly change around and end up in bearish territory due to the fact that the bears are bringing this one down fairly quickly and the bulls are not able to reappear, and even if they do, they can slightly level it off. By the point that they do that, this could then be on its way to 115.49, and if the bears accomplish that, they've accomplished two things. They broke through two support levels and they broke through the 50-day moving average, confirming that they're in the bearish territory and trying to bring this one further away from the 50-day moving average of 115.65 in a downward direction. So keep that in mind. Pay very close attention to how this stock behaves if 115.89 does get crossed. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. Also, if you press the subscribe button, double check if you're clicking on the bell, because by turning on the bell, you will turn on all notifications to not miss a single video that I post, and that way you'll be up to date on every single chart analysis that I do daily. Also, at the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video. I highly recommend you watch it. I want to share that information with you all so nobody misses out on it. I'm talking about the scheduled dates that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. Great information in the video. I use the S&P 500 as a point of reference, and within the S&P 500, there's 500 ticker symbols. Now, what I've come to notice is the S&P 500 index is rising up several points on these scheduled dates, which in turn makes these individual ticker symbols rise up 30 cents to $3. I know it doesn't sound like a lot per share, but it does turn into profits if you buy in the lows and you sell at those points of those rises from anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the great news that there's an opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses for as long as the Federal Reserve continues to pump the markets on these dates. It's a weekly series that I do. Don't miss out on this one if you haven't seen it, and stay tuned for the next one coming up real soon. Check it out. If it hasn't popped up already, it should be popping up soon. And thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.